have a team helping me right now with like some of my social media stuff, and they're creative. And Monday of this week, I woke up and I saw the post. I reviewed it last week. So I was like, okay, yes. And then it was not until I saw it literally on LinkedIn where it was like, ask me anything, holiday edition. And I was like, who approved this? And realizing that I had approved it, but I didn't know how it was going to feel when it was like out in the world, because in order to have that out there, I have to like, there's a lot of things that are happening in my own cognitive like dissonance. Like, I don't know everything. So how can I ask people to ask me anything? What if somebody asks me something I don't want to answer? And I go into this loop in my mind of like, and so I was like, oh no, this can't. And so I saw it and I was like, okay, close it. Don't look at it. And I was like, okay, no. I got to go put a disclaimer. So I go in and I'm trying to edit the thing where I'm like, under anything, I put 2 stars and I'm like, here's a fine print. And I'm like, anything is referencing to anything that I am knowledgeable about, right? Education, mental wellness, youth development. And I found myself like a half hour trying to write this disclaimer because the question made me feel like so like a lot of self-doubt, like a lot of like worry about like, I don't have all the answers, right? And so all these things, I know that wasn't what the team was thinking when they created it. And I didn't think about it when I first saw it, but the anything word threw me off. Like, I don't mind people asking me questions, right? But I want to only answer questions of things that I think I know. And so I remember just feeling that, and I typed it. And then as I was trying to like save it to like update the post, my phone crashed. And so I lost this half hour writing that I had done and I was like, I don't have energy to write this thing again. And I didn't write it again. But I've been like processing that doubt, that worry inside of me, the fear of whatever was coming up. A lot of things were coming up, but I was like, okay, it can't be anything. We have to change it we can't write anything. We can't write, ask me anything. Because do I want people to ask me anything? No, I don't really sometimes. But I think, anyway, it was just that idea of like, wow, that kind of pressure of like doubting that. Why would somebody ask me about I even wrote astrophysics like in my disclaimer. If you ask me about astrophysics or anything like astronomy, I'm going to be sarcastic and the answer is going to be pretty much wrong, right? So I was like being ridiculous. Like, why would somebody ask me about astrophysics unless they were just actually trying to play a game or be a joke or, be like, well, answer this question that you know you can't answer. And that's not worth my time anyway. But I was feeling the pressure of perfectionism, of trying to get it right. And that's the one that's really hot for me, because it was like 2 days ago that I was like, why did I let this post happen? I was trying to figure out if I got edit the post. I was trying all these things. And that half an hour project of writing this disclaimer got erased. And I was kind of disappointed in the moment, but I'm laughing about it now a little bit. But I'm also I haven't gone back to go see the post yet. So I know that that if there's any questions in there, I definitely have not answered any of them at this point,
Let me know if you go on there and there's a dozen astrophysics questions. But you see, there's something in there that highlights again, because the man box is in the room. Even something in that. Let me write this half-hour disclaimer. And this is how, in my world anyway, this is how, how tempting those walls are. It's like, oh, wait, I have to be able to answer the questions. I have to be able to, whatever. I better create this disclaimer because I have to be able to answer the questions. Whereas if someone sent an astrophysics question as an example, it's like, well, I don't have the answer to that, but Neil deGrasse Tyson might,
Right. Right.
Thank you for asking.
That's out of my league. It's out of my league.
Yeah.
That's not. You should look at my profile and see what I'm about, and then know that the questions has to be related to my expertise. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's the one. And I think, as I think about the worry and fear, they connected to that. As I think about the things that spend time in here, are those things that are trying to give my best, really want to give my best always, and knowing that sometimes it doesn't show up the way I would hope it would show up, right? My best is sometimes not pretty.